Please turn off that music. You read, right? You swear up on the text when you say you're appropriate to the whole shooting and the truth out you got.
Yes.
Yes. Say you swear your name for the record.
Eric Nielsen, that's E-R-I-K-N-I-E-L-S-O-N.
Dr. Nielsen, if you could do me a favor and just pull the microphone a little bit
Yes.
closer.
How's that? Better?
Yeah. Everybody can hear? Very good. Thank you. Dr. Nielsen, what is your profession?
I am an assistant professor at the University of Richmond in Richmond, Virginia.
And can you explain to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury what your educational background is?
Sure. I received my bachelor's in 1998 from the University of Virginia, my master's degree in English literature from University College London in 2001, and my PhD also in English from the University of Sheffield in 2011.
And have you conducted any continuing education seminars? Have you gone to any conferences or spoke at any conferences?
Yes, both. I routinely attend professional conferences related to hip-hop, African-American literature. I routinely present at conferences here in the UK. I also present to professional organizations. For example, I recently gave a presentation to about 200 judges, defense attorneys, prosecutors, and law enforcement personnel, and I do that type of thing regularly.
What was the context of that most recent presentation?
I was giving a presentation on the use of rap lyrics as evidence in criminal trials.
And you gave your educational background. Do you have any specific types of, I should say, specific specialties in that area? A focus, perhaps.
In the overall areas that I work in, do I have a focus?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I mean, my interest is from African American literature and culture, then hip hop specifically has been the focus of most but not all of my research. And then for the last 2 or 3 years, I've really been focusing on the relationship between policing and hip hop. And I've spent the last 2 years looking very closely at the use of rap lyrics as evidence in criminal trials like this. And I've spent a lot of time trying to raise awareness about that issue.
And have you received any sort of award or any professional recognition throughout the work that you've done, including any sort of educational accolades?
I think it's this week, I'm being nominated for the State of Virginia Rising Star Award, which is something that they give to faculty who are early in their sort of tenure. I was recently asked to be lead author on an amicus brief to the United States Supreme Court related to rap lyrics and trials. The brief is for a case that the U.S. Supreme Court agreed to hear later this fall. One of the elements of the case...
Judge, objection to relevance.
Your Honor, I
That
think
has no bearing on this case. This court has ruled the admissibility of certain videos, and that case has no bearing on this case. In fact, the Supreme Court of Georgia has ruled on that issue.
Your Honor, if I may just briefly respond, we've already discussed this matter.
All right, I overruled. I'm going to give you some latitude.
Thanks, Judge. Go ahead.
Amicus brief. Involving an upcoming case that includes rap lyrics that were prosecuted as threats, and that is something that I've been focusing on, is prosecutors' use of rap music, unlike any other fictional genre, to convict defendants nationwide. And
are you a member of any professional organizations?
Several.
A little bit closer to the microphone,
Excuse me.
please.
I am a member of a number of professional organizations: the Modern Language Association, the International Association for the Study of Popular Music, and a number of groups like that.
Have you had an opportunity to publish anything, any articles, books, anything like that in your field?
Yes, my publishing there are sort of three prongs to it. I have two books that are under contract right now. One of them has to do with the subject that I was just talking about. The other has to do with hip-hop and politics in the last 10 or 20 years. Those are the two books. I've published a number of articles in peer-reviewed journals on African-American poetry, but mostly hip-hop. And then I publish pretty widely in national media, the New York Times, LA Times, NPR, places like that. I publish in places like that pretty regularly.
How many cases involving rap music and rap lyrics and the use of prosecution have you been involved with?
I have served or am currently serving as an expert in 4, but I've probably consulted on 20 or 30.
And how many years have you worked in this field?
In this field, sort of broadly, hip-hop, sort of teaching hip-hop and studying hip-hop.
Yes, sir.
Several years, 6 or 7 years maybe.
Well, in this case, there's allegations that my client, Mr. Bradford, Eldorado Red, probably as you've heard of him, is a member of a gang based on the content of his music. Can you explain
Judge,
why?
that is a mischaracterization of the evidence.
Why don't you ask it as hypothetical?
Okay, well,
And he hasn't been tendered as an expert.
I'm in the process of laying the foundation, Your Honor, and I'll go ahead and skip